Hey! Allegedly, the news has it that we're going to be receiving a storm. I don't buy it, but it will probably happen. They're saying like 6 to 12 inches of snow, but it's 12 and I don't see it. Well, I mean, there was some snow overnight, but apparently this afternoon and tomorrow is when it's really gonna start coming down. Snowstorms go one of two ways for me usually. Either I am like a productivity machine. I'm like, ooh, the vibes of a snowstorm. Like, let me do a little snowstorm retreat. Type. Or I'm like, what if I did nothing? So I'm trying to either find a mix of that or I'm on an audiobook path, which essentially just means a copy edit where I listen to it. I'm on page 70 of like 260. And by April 6th, I need to be done with that and write a query and synopsis. Let's get cooking, frankly. I'm just like aimless, waiting for the storm to come. Hi, does anybody want to guess? Guessing game, how long it took me to read through 8 pages. 2 hours. Now, let me answer your follow-up question. No, I was not listening the whole time. Yes, I did fall down 3 TikTok rabbit holes and then watched an episode of Survivor while pretending to edit at the same time. There are so many distractions in the world. In other news, the word read aloud girl has a problem. Okay, the last time I did this, it was a very robotic voice. Like there was no inflection. This girl, she's gotta be an AI of some sort because she has an opinion. Anytime you have the word oh or ah, like, oh, hey, how's it going? Or like, ah, I see. Like normal things that people say, girl is having a good time. I can't even like replicate it. The worst was like this scene where she's talking about something really horrible that happened and she's like, oh, well, I didn't think that this would happen. And it goes, oh, it's like the TikTok voice girl. So I'm on page 70 now. Did I tell you I was on page 70 earlier? Wasn't. I was on page 62. Now I'm on page 70. I'm really holding out hope that once I get to the midpoint, it will go faster. All of these scenes, I'm reading it and I'm like, did I even, okay, no, they're not bad. They're not bad. It's just having it read aloud helps me like actually see what I wrote. I've said this about reading audiobooks and reading physical books. I skim so much when I read. Like I read the sentence, but it's like those things that teachers would do where they would keep like the first and the last letter of the word the same. And all of the letters in the word were the same, but they were like mixed around and you could still read the sentence. That is how I feel when I'm reading. Like I'm comprehending everything and I'm not reading every letter of the word and then take that to sentences. I'm like, I'm reading the sentence. I know what happens in the sentence, but I'm not reading the order of the words in the sentence. I'm just like taking in the sentence and does that make sense? I don't know. So having it read aloud is a super necessary step apparently, because almost exclusively most of the edits that I'm making are like literally changing words around because the sentence like legally made sense but just didn't have a good flow. And there's a couple sections in a couple scenes where there's like 3 sentences in a row will be like, I was walking to the door, he was walking to the fridge, he was looking. Like they'll start with like the same, and also a lot of like passive voice, which I'm not fully against passive voice, but like it's got to be intentional, you know? So yes, I'm on page 70 now. It is now like 3:30 and this storm isn't coming. It hasn't been snowing all day. Yes. I would like it to pick up the pace though for the drama. Like I just want it to be a little bit more snowy. I'm gonna actually set a timer and like throw my phone in a dumpster for 25 minutes and then turn everything off. And then, okay, so then I'll do 25 minutes. Hopefully I can get through like 10 pages. I'm only on page 70 and there's 260 pages. So I'm not almost at the midpoint. Don't lie to yourself, Alyssa. Okay. Do you want to know how dry it is here? We've gotten like 2 feet of snow, but the air is so dry that it evaporates, the snow evaporates before it hits the ground. That's how dry it is. Anyway, I have a little unboxing. So I ordered these, I designed them on Canva, and then it was like, you can order them. And I was like, slay. They are business cards. Hope they're not wet from sitting in the snow that I can hand out at this writers conference. So what I did, my like YouTube handle and my email address, which I hope is right. I never actually, but then on this side I have, see if you can read that. I put a QR code to my query letter in my first 10 pages. I just thought it was trendy. Kind of a fun thing if I see agents or even other like writers. And then at the top I have a little tagline for my book. 3 weddings, 3 bodies, 1 killer playlist. I linked the QR code to a Google Doc that I can still edit. I just feel so like official and fancy doing something like that. I don't know, that's all I have to say. Everyone, I'm thinking about cutting like 20,000 words. No, 10. I don't know if I need to though. Hello. Okay. And would you agree that the first half is a little slow still?
Yes.
Okay. What would you think? Okay. Hi everyone. It's like 2 hours later. I am cutting 2 very significant, like a whole plot line essentially. Well, it's gonna be cut, so I can tell you what it is. I had my main character working at a radio station in addition to DJing weddings, which is her main job. I'm just spilling all the tea, I guess. I almost made it to the midpoint. I was like, the next scene was the midpoint. When I had this realization, I was on page 90 and not enough had happened. So I was like, okay, let's cut some scenes. I'm doing this right now, apparently. I'm in the moment. Let's do it. There were pieces of this book that I edited and I added little things in, and they were like fine as flavor text. They were good as flavor text, but then there was just something like it just never paid off, and I just didn't write the payoff for it. And I was going to, like, my plan was when I was editing through, I was just going to add in a little payoff to this little character piece, right? And then like this change makes that little character piece, like it just makes everything fit together so well. And I just don't, the subconscious is truly mind-boggling. I'm gonna tell you this so I don't stress myself out too much. I think when I give myself too much work that I need to do in one sitting, I stress out. So I only need to do 2 things, because there's 2 sections that I cut out. So in one of the scenes that I cut out, something that happened in that scene still needs to happen. So I need to implant it into the scene in a non-suspicious and really flowy way. I don't think that one will be too hard, actually. And then I will go from the middle of that scene, have it read out loud through the new stuff into the other new stuff to make sure the flow is good. Okay, I'm gonna set a 15-minute timer to do that first section. Okay, got through that section. Because I don't know if this book is any good. Hi, good morning. Do you want to know what's making me emotional this morning? Nothing. I'm fully in control of all my emotions always. This candle, I was realizing, is almost out. Every time I burn it, it burns everything, like it's almost out. And I was remembering I bought this candle during NaNoWriMo of 2022. Yeah, it would have been 2022, which is when I wrote the first draft of this book. And I really have only burned it while writing. I don't really burn candles, this candle specifically, unless I'm writing, or, I mean, sometimes I would burn it while reading. Like, it's not like this is exclusively the candle for this book, but like, this is a big candle. Okay, now, listen to me. Are you listening? We're gonna write a query letter. It's gonna be bad, and I just need to accept that. Oh, have I already written a query letter? Wait a minute, okay, I have pieces of this thing, and I just have never, out of the blurb, I have like a first paragraph. I don't have the second paragraph of the blurb, where like you go into the secondary details, because I have the pitch, but I need that second paragraph that's like, ooh, here's some other things happening at the same time. Like, ooh, I just don't know how much I want to get into it. The last third of this book flips on its head and is this whole twisty thing. So do I reveal past the twist? I don't know why I'm asking you. I'm the only one who can answer this question. Let me look at some examples. The formula that hooks agents. This is the tea. I know how to write a query letter. Like, I have done this before. Did I do it well? Arguably no, because the query letter that I wrote did get responses. Okay, the most important thing is the first line, so no pressure on that. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna read you my first line of my query letter. Are you ready? Everyone rate it out of 10 in the comments, but be nice. I want you to tell me if you're intrigued. And you have to be honest and nice, but also honest and mean. So figure out what that means. It's almost as difficult as writing a query letter. I need to like get a better attitude. If you're a literary agent watching this right now, or anyone, anyone with, okay, I feel like I don't want to be misinterpreted. I understand the value of a query letter. I understand the numbers in this industry. I understand the purpose of it. I just feel like we're putting so much pressure on it, which I understand. I just want to do it well. Okay, ready? First sentence. Seasoned wedding DJ Eileen is ready to quit after one too many encounters with a handsy groomsman. That's the end of the sentence. Let me tell you the next one, because I feel like that's not a long enough Actually, no, let's just leave it there. But you wouldn't think it's a thriller based on that. Let's read the next sentence. Ready? She's then approached. I'm probably going to change that. When she's approached. But is that too long of a sentence? Okay, let's try it like this. Ready? Seasoned wedding DJ Eileen is ready to quit after one too many encounters with the handsy groomsman when she's approached by a wealthy family to contract. What the heck is this sentence? She's then approached by a wealthy family with a contract to DJ their daughter's weddings over the upcoming summer. Is that too long of a sentence though? This is the problem. I'm just gonna keep watching this video, I'm sorry. But it's a thriller. It's not like a contemporary, romance. Like, do I need to start with like, death is it's a murder on the dance floor. Oh, this is atrocious. Okay, she needs a plan. What is the plan, babe? Okay, the babe, turn that up. Plan, but then. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Can I? Yes. I've done this before. Okay. Okay, emotional heartbeat of the story. But do you care about that with the thriller? I think so. I'm an emotional heart-beating mess. Is the garbage not coming today? America. Update, the garbage came. Ah, that was traumatic. Okay, sorry, I'm watching The Garbage Man. And they like, you know, the machine like picks up your garbage and then it like rolled over it and left it lying there in the snow. It seems symbolic. Throwing out the trash of my past. Okay, here's a formula for my second paragraph of the blurb. So the first paragraph is like, ooh, she's this, ba-da-bum, she gets this offer to do this, and she's like, maybe, okay. Second paragraph needs to be, what is the plan, but then, conflict, emotional heartbeat of the story, but something ominous. So that's really clear and gives me a lot of clarity. Hi, it's Thursday. I have no idea the last time I saw you. I'm gonna guess Monday. Okay, I have written briefly since then, but really not. The week really got away from me, but it's actually not. I am really trying to not be so hard on myself, but it's not working very well. I made a lot of progress on Monday. If you're a writer and you feel this, let me know. Like every once in a blue moon, I will feel this like, I guess flow is maybe the right word. I don't love that. Okay, because it's not where I need to be every day, truly. It was a point where I was writing and I felt no need to start a timer. I did not feel like going on my phone. I did not any of that. Like there were no other stories competing for my attention. It was just, this is what I need to do and I'm doing it, you know, not thinking about time so much. And that's my favorite kind of writing. And I had had one of those breakthroughs that when other people talk about them, I don't believe them. Okay, I do. But when people say things, it's like, oh my gosh, everything clicked together and the plot just like really moved forward and I just like knew it was the right decision. I'm like, sure, whatever. I believe that to an extent, but I never am like, oh, that's just like a feeling. No, I saw change it occurred to me briefly, I was like, what if I cut that plot line? And immediately it solved, I don't want to speak too soon, but just about everything that I was hesitant about. I have about 3 hours. Anyway, so that's where we're at. Let's get cooking. Hi everyone. It's been exactly 1 hour, and let me tell you what I've accomplished. It's actually been 2. Has it been 2? No, it's been 1.5. I listened to a Q&A with an agent, which I shouldn't have done because they always send me into a spiral, but it's also good information to have, whatever. And I set up the one that I've been writing for the past 1.5 years, in Query Tracker, and started making an agent list, added about 10 agents to my list. And then I watched a YouTube edit of all of Outlander's best reunions. And that really, the running, the music, the embrace across a field, don't even talk to me. I'm going to, I don't know, get out of this chair, have a snack. I really just need to go into goblin mode with this book. It's where I just become where I need to go, and I need to do it. Saying that I want to get into that is the surest way to not get into that. So I didn't say that, and I don't want to get into that. I'm gonna go get a little snack. Gonna come back, I need to do this. In 1 week, my little patootie will be sitting down next to a literary agent. Wow, I think I'm gonna vomit. Goodbye. More time has gone by, okay? I'm doing it now. You see me doing it. Maybe I should just give up. No. Who's gonna stop me? Did I ever move the laundry? If I went on a walk, that would be good for me. If I went on a walk for 15 minutes and came back, I would still have 1 whole hour. I'm gonna go on a walk. Bye. Hi, it's me 15 minutes later as promised, but I've come to the realization that tonight is not gonna happen. So I am just going to play some chess, and I will see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's Friday. Good Friday. Happy Good Friday, except for it's not for you, but happy Easter for you. But am I posting this on Easter? That seems a little strange. Maybe I'll post it tomorrow. Anyway, hi. I have been doing some scheming and planning. Let's say that Thursday night was not the epitome of productivity for me, but today will be. I have been doing some scheming, as I mentioned, aforementioned scheming, and here is my plan for the rest of my life. Really, it's just this is the final checklist for everything. No, okay, let's scale it back. What is it for? For this book. These are all of the things that are left to do. I might forget something and add it later, okay? I have 167 pages left to copy edit. Divided by 3 days is 56 pages per day because I'd like to, okay. That's one thing, okay? Moving on. I then need to, I need to write the last scene of the book. The last scene is always the first and last thing that I write. I'm saying that so that it doesn't seem so ridiculous that I haven't read the last scene. It's more of an epilogue. It's more of after I've done all the edits and figured out what the heck is happening, I can finally little bow, but not too much of a bow. I'm guessing it will be 2 pages. I do not have very many words space left. So do a check for keywords and number formatting. I don't know how to format numbers, and everybody has a different opinion about it because I work in marketing, so we use AP, but the AP changes all the time. And is that even the same as fiction? I've always heard that numbers 1 through 10 you spell out, and anything over 10 or 10 and over, I don't remember. I probably should figure that out. I just don't use the number 10 just to be safe, is the actual numbers. But I don't know. And I think that there are exceptions to that. So I just need to look that up and then Command F all the numbers in the book. And then also look for keywords that I use. Definitely, I use the word definitely so much, and for what? Next, I have started a synopsis. That's not something I'm super like, it doesn't need to be polished in a week because like not a lot of agents ask for a synopsis. So that is something I will have it done, but that is like, okay, it's fine. And I have started it. Query letter. I have a query letter and it's been through a few rounds now. There's something about the blurb. I just hate it, but I think it's good. Do you know what I mean? So I need to do 18 more rounds on that. And then I'm meeting with, she doesn't know this yet, Cameron, but you are meeting with me sometime early next week over Zoom to like hunker down line by line this thing, and also the first 10-ish pages. So specifically the first page, I want a better opening line. I feel like the opening line is too stiff. Working out, so that's another thing on the list. And then the next thing is send the first query. So I have already done like my 1-sentence pitch, my bio, like the query letter I think I read it out loud to someone yesterday and they were like, this is good. And I was like, is it really? So we will see. I also need to practice my spoken pitch 500 times in a way that makes it seem like it's not rehearsed. So also gonna work on that. Let's go back to the 167 pages that I need to edit through. That sounds like a lot, and it is, but remember, the first half was worse than the second half. I'm telling myself, I'll probably get to the second half and be like, it was way worse than I thought it was. Okay, so that, if I split that up into 3 days, if I give myself today, tomorrow, and Sunday, which is Easter, but Easter doesn't last all day. I mean, it does last for 50 days. Let's give ourselves today, Saturday, Sunday. I will have time to write on all those days, allegedly. If I split it up into that, that's 56 pages a day. Have I yet edited 56 pages? Maybe on Monday I did. I'm gonna try to get as much of that done today as possible. It is currently 9:32, and I've broken it up into these little cute, sprints. So I have 9:30 to 10, 10 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11, 11 to 11:30, 11:30 to 12. There's a break in there. All the way up till 2:30 because I'm going to church at 3. And so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yikes. 9 sprints, which really that's aggressive. Like, will I really be able to do 9 sprints mentally? In each sprint, my goal is to get through 10 pages. I'm going to warn you, the first half of this, it might happen. Because the next scene I have is one that has a lot of changes because of the big edit that I made earlier this week, which is insane that I did that, but it's fine. If I can get through 90 pages, which is if I work all of these 9 sprints and do 90 pages or do 10 pages each sprint, I really just want to be done with the read through because now all these other things are like becoming a lot more stressful and real. So Saturday. I am sick of this vlog. I'm sure you are too. It's minute 77 or whatever. What page am I on? Not far enough. I'm only on page 130. I don't know how that's possible. I have been copy editing this book, I mean, for like a week, but still. Today my goal is to get to 200 by tomorrow. So if I can finish tomorrow with 50 pages. So whether it takes me 2 sprints or 8 sprints, I'm gonna get to page 200. And guess what part of the book we're in, everyone? Act 2, part 2. But if you'll remember from my line editing video, that was the part I spent so much time on, so it better be good. Better be good. Also, just so you're aware, there is a construction, they're building an overpass. Like, my street is gonna be blocked off and they're gonna be doing construction for 2 years, which I did know when I bought the house, but I kind of just ignored that. It's really not a huge nuisance, but you will be hearing construction noises for the next 2 years. So I hope you're excited about this journey we're about to take together. Hopefully they're not doing it at 5 in the morning. And apparently I'm in vibration distance, according to the letter that might be a scam that I got in the mail. So you could not pay me to do this. Well, you're not gonna pay me and I'm still gonna do it. So it seems like a bit of a lost cause. You've seen the title of this video, right? I don't know why I thought, oh yeah, I can edit 250 pages in 1 week. But the reason I thought that was because I really didn't think there was gonna be so many changes. Like, I thought it would be maybe 1 edit every once in a while, not like, oh, cutting out a chapter, redoing it. Why am I having all these different accents? The world will never know. Are you sick of seeing me in the same angle? Because me too. Congratulations, you have made it to the end of the video. It's Sunday night and I'm not done. And I wanted to be, but I'm realizing that was maybe a silly goal. So what I'm gonna do now is kind of, so I'm on page 180, I think, maybe 190, can't tell. But I started this week at 70, so I have edited like 100 pages this week. So I think that's good. The only problem is because right now I have something I'm writing towards, like it's not like just a random week, like I need to be done with everything this week. That just stresses me out a little bit, but it'll be fine. So tonight I just need, like, my house is a mess. Like, nothing, all the laundry is done or is everywhere. Like, I just need to reset tonight. So if I finish everything, I might write, but I might not. Overall, it was a very productive week. Like, I did a lot of things that I wanted to do, and I feel so good about the book and all that jazz. It probably doesn't seem like it from the way I'm speaking. I really have made a lot of movement and I feel so much better about the book now than I ever have, and I'm excited for this week. There's just a lot of work, and I did just get my period. We talk about periods here, so get over it. And so that's unfortunate. But really, all that I have left from my big bougie list is, I mean, obviously finishing the read through, but I'm not as concerned about that right now. And I feel confident that I can do it. I had hoped to do the whole thing by today, but I realized I was off. Like I couldn't really do 10 pages in 25 minutes. It was more like 8 pages. And so I kept setting these goals that were higher than what I could actually do. I did edit 100 pages this week. So like maybe we can be a little bit less hard on ourselves, but tomorrow also does start Camp NaNoWriMo. So I will probably see you tomorrow. There's a lot ahead of me still. So stay tuned. I'm feeling very hopeful though. I feel like more confident now than I ever have, and also very tired. So thank you. If you were still here on minute, 75, 80, 12 of this video, drop a little clock emoji down below because I have just taken so much of your time. So thank you for being here. I will see you sometime very soon.